Hello, all you poker players out there. This is Al Spath, teach at Full Flush Poker. I'm sitting here at a 10-cent, 25-cent no limit table. You can sit with a maximum of 25. You can see that I'm up at 44. I just took a break and fired up the OBS. I am playing the calling station this morning. I am trying to limp along with, as you can see, this table has a lot of limpers, and you can't get them out if you raise. So a lot of the tactics that I've taught you won't work at this level. So a lot of times what you'll have to do is limp along with them and play hands that play multi-way. What I mean by multi-way is 10 jack, 9-10 suited, pocket pairs, things like that. Try to flop into an open-ended draw, flop it into a flush like this one here, and take somebody's stack. It's important for you uh, not to become a limper at a calling station, but sometimes the conditions exist that that's the way you have to play. So that's the way. I want to mix it up a little bit here and play both ways, but you're going to see me do a little bit more limping than I subscribe to or want you to do. But because of the conditions, because we've got these smaller stacks here and here, they tend to not put a lot of money into the pot, and when they do, they usually want to stack off. Now that's a dangerous flop to begin with, and then with the 5 pairing, that makes it even worse than it was. So it is almost Halloween. It's the 30th of October. So Twitch or treat. Had to put that one in there. Oh, the straight flush possibility shows up. There we go. Who's got that 6 of diamonds? Who's got that 6 of diamonds? I didn't have it because I didn't play. There's somebody that says he's got the ace of diamonds or the 6 of diamonds or the boat. Let's see if anybody's willing to call it down. Cheap seats in the house. He's a big bluffer, if I remember, so he could absolutely have 2 black cards. Little Annie with her $5 buy-in up to $8 is not going to give it back. If he has the 6, he would show it. People that make a big hand, whether it be live or online, they like to show how impressive their play was. Oh, I made a full house, or oh, I made a 4 of a kind, and so they show it. The people that, when you play live, that pick up their cards and then look at them again and then muck them, they want to make sure that they had a really nice hand. For instance, let's say somebody had King Jack and it was a king and 2 jacks on the board and it got to the end and they bet and nobody called, or and so it wasn't a showdown. They would pick up their cards again just to reassure in their brain, look at the full house again. They admire it. That's the word I was looking for. They admire it. So you can look and you can tell when they really had a hand. They look back at their cards like that and smile. On YouTube, I'm Al Spath, 2 words. I appreciate if you would subscribe there. I've got an offer going right now that if you subscribe there to my free videos, there's over 85 of them, and then go to Twitch to Al Spath, 1 word, and follow me there, you'll be eligible for a free shadowing session at the end of November, which I will select somebody. It's a random selection. I may or may not even know the person. Again, I was waiting. I was just trying to set things up for you. Normally, I would have you watching everything. See again, limp, under the gun, got people limping. This guy over here, he limped before with ace king pre-flop and then hit a king on the flop and still limped along. And I made a straight on the turn, but it was 3 spades on the board. So I thought I was counterfeited, but as it turned out, we got our money in, and he didn't have. He just had the ace king, so he had pure kings with ace kicker, and I had this. I had the straight. I had 10 jack that hand. So here you go. Got all the limpers. See what I mean? They all came along. Now 75 cents for Annie Juicy here is a lot. If you think of it, that's more than 1/10 of her stack. She paid it. Remember, these 2 limped and then called $1. a big bet for Annie. Doubled the bet for Captain Marco. Gets rid of the little limpers. See if Annie check raises here. Nope. King, queen? What do we think Marco has here? I'll get to see. Hey Phil, I see you're in the house today. Good morning to you out there in lovely San Diego, California at 20 minutes after 7 in the morning. Surf's up. So if you're building bankrolls, if you're in the micro limits and you're playing 5 cent, 10, first of all, if you're playing 1, 2, and 2, 4, get out of it. Get to nickel dime at least. Then if you move up from nickel dime, you should be able to handle the 10 cent 25, no problem at all. If you're doing good nickel dime, get out of there and get up to 10 cent 25. You can make money. If you sit here, you can make money. It's just a matter of you putting in the time and playing smartly and taking a few chances every now and then. But again, once you've mastered this level, you got to get up to 25 cent 50. That's where real money starts. You get to sit with $50 at the table. There's a couple $100 involved at the table. But when that's completed, that task, and learning that and mastering that, then you got to get into 50 cent one. The real money really begins. So I'm in here with a 7-4 suited. There's a good chance that I might even get to see a flop here. Not too much raising. One of the guys that does raise is Marco at Virginia Beach, and he's out this hand. Of course, we have the cheater up here, Nicolopoulos. You've heard me talk about how he pads his bankroll. Somebody coming in on a reserve seat could be Phil, who knows. So we've got a raise from Frobro over here, called by the same calling station. I'm out of position. I like the cards, but I can't pay 60 cents out of position. Let's see if Annie Juice will come in. Yep. Yep, saved me some money, didn't it? Oh, she's got it all in there now. What does she have? Ace 10? Come on, gotta guess what she has. We won't find out. That's a shame. All right. So ace 9 in the small blind. Not bad, especially at this table. If I was playing at a table that I could raise and get some people out, I would. But here, it's just a call. Of course, if he goes 85 cents, it's just a fold. This is a guy that limps. Now he raised. I know he's doing his position, but he's a limper. And now he's raising. I got to think he's better than ace 9. He's got a pair. He's got a bigger ace. All the way checked around. Isn't that sweet? We've got about a 90-second delay on these videos, so for anybody that comes into chat, you won't see the actual hand that we're in, so we're broadcasting and streaming live, but it's really a 90-second delay. No chance for somebody to really cheat it. Again, 85 cents would be the bet here. Maybe even 60, but I would go up a little bit. 60 is the pot bet. You see, I didn't even think, I didn't hesitate with Queen 10. If I was first, I'm raising. But if I'm second to a raise, that's fold. If you're not doing that, then you're leaking away money. Here's a good example. Top pair, decent kicker, straight draw, flush draw on the board, and you don't really know where you are because if somebody raised, they could have raised with jacks, queens, kings, or aces, ace 10, king 10, pair of eights, pair of sixes, 10 8, 9 7 suited. There's so many ways you get beat. Again, not the greatest hand in the world. Someone raises, it's easy for me to fold this hand. Now, if I wanted to thin this field, I surely can. But the way I'm playing here is allowing them to limp. Hopefully nobody picks up a big hand. I can throw it away for a quarter. And I'm looking for that jack, queen, king. I really am. I'm looking for 2 10s. And he knows that somebody here, and there's a nice draw with the ace. Somebody here is limping along with pairs or something big, trying to set a trap. I don't want to put money in the pot. I don't have anything yet. Now my odds are cut. The pair is there. The full house is present. And I only have 1 card to come. So I have an 18% chance of catching a club, and it still might not be a winner. For instance, somebody might have 7 king suited, may have 7 8 suited, and an 8 comes on the river, an 8 of clubs. See if they bet 123 here. I'm not betting it. I could be losing lots of value. I gotta think the queen is out there thinking that the ace would have bet. Now, does he have the full house is the question. I could have called and not put myself in jeopardy. So I made 486 playing that ace 10 for a limp. I didn't make 486 because I did bet. But that was the pot size. Again, if this was suited, I would be in there until that raise happened. Again, I'm just trying to give you some more weapons to use. Sometimes a table dictates that you have to play a little different. This is the first hand he's been in maybe 25 minutes. I would say that this is pocket queens, kings, jacks, tens, in my opinion. We'll see if he gets all his money in against this guy here. With only 761 behind, that should be about a $10 bet. He folds it. So it may have been a medium pair, may have been 9s or 8s. Didn't want to race it off. Okay, these are the kind of hands I'm telling you about. For a quarter, all day long, I'll spend money trying to win $15 by flopping a queen 10 or a 10 8. So I'll limp with these hands in this type of table unless somebody raises, then I'm out. Phil must be busy at work. I thought he'd take a seat by now. Oh, lost the connection to the server. That's not ever good. Oh, we're right back at the same hand. Redid it. Hopefully I didn't lose my OBS connection. I'm sure somebody in the chat will tell me if there was an interruption or if it stopped or if I stopped broadcasting. Here is a situation where nobody comes in, so I got to bet no matter what he does. Bad card. If at least give me another draw. I had the 8 for a redraw there, so I have to fold it. Well, you try it once heads up against somebody. If you can't get them out, save your money. Got 3 seats open now. Oh, Tutu Dad moved from here to here. Got to keep track of people. He doesn't like being on this side of me. That's why. Oh, and here comes I'm your donk. Everybody's donk. Well, it's Friday. Movie day. Think I'm gonna. I don't. I don't know about 5 on the waiting list, P. Lindy, because the seat's open. If you just go to the table, the seat's open, and click the seat, you probably get the seat. Because normally it lights up red when it calls for somebody on the list. Like I said, movie day, going to see Bradley Cooper today. Don't know how good a movie it is. Kind of a chick flick. Wife's been looking forward to seeing it. Called Burnt, where he's a cook. I think in Paris with Sienna Miller. My review will be in my next video. Stay tuned. Wally sits down at the table. Let's see how the cheater does $1 and gets it. You know that I don't like to play this in an early position. It doesn't hold up. But here at this table, I am going to try to leak into this pot. This is a kind of hand at King 10 flops. I got a nice draw. I can make a lot of money. I demonstrate these things to you on the videos. We do not edit. I do not believe in editing. You get to see as I play what my intentions are. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll see one about set mining, and when I hit my 6, what happens. Now see, there's a guy on the button who's knows what he's doing, and I throw that hand away. So it was a 25 cents investment. Now this guy should never, with $6, limp for a quarter and then pay 160. This should be fold or all in. Good raise, got me off of nothing, saved me some money. Let's see what she does here. She's first. She could act like she hit it. That's a terrible hand. person that likes to limp has made it $1 out of their $4. This is gonna go all the way. That's a fold. P. Lindy saying there's a delay. He tried to sit on the table and he couldn't get in. She checks. She's got 292 left. She put half a stack in and then she folds. Is that somebody with pocket sevens, king, queen? Oh my goodness. Watch out now. If Annie limps, the rest is going in. She doesn't have much choice. No, she's just resigned herself to just sitting there. Here comes Wally World. Easy fold. Quick call for Negopoulos. Remember now, he's got position. He didn't re-raise. He just called. What do you call with there that you don't re-raise with there? 9-10 suited, pair of sevens. What could this guy have? Pocket tens, two spades. He's just betting because nobody else bet here. Also, he could be just picking up the pot, but the 9 would have not bet anyhow. So anybody that calls here should have either 4 spades or the 9, and they don't have either. So ladies on the button. We can't limp now. And we have to re-raise anybody that raises. People are willing to pay money here. The pot would be $3.35, so we're going to make it 6. If we get re-raised here, we're beat. She gives him more pot odds there. The worst card in the deck comes off. If he's got ace king, I'm toast. Gonna find out. Boy, he flopped the full boat. So, nice queens turned out to be bad queens, didn't they? Nothing I could do. I made it $6 and he called, telling me he had a big hand. And then the flop came with the king. I had to just slow down and just make a small bet to see where I was. He told me he had it. And he had more than one, he had 2. I could have lost a lot more, couldn't I? That was normal play, though. That was normal play. That was a bigger raise than normal, and everything. I can't find anything out. He thought I maybe had aces, so he was trying to trap me. He wanted to make sure the flop was okay for him. It was, and then he was just going to let me bet after that. He made a mistake though, betting out on the turn, because I would have maybe made another bet there. He don't know that for sure. Or if he checked it and I checked it back, I may have thought that I was safe for the river card. So he may have lost money by coming out betting there. He had a nut hand. I don't think he was worrying about a 6. Well, we'll go back to the pot, but we'll make it 1. If there was limpers here, I'd probably limp with this hand instead of doing my normal raise. But you can see I'm still going to get callers. So we hit the 10. Don't like the 4 being there, but they called $1. That's a person putting a quarter in the pot to see where he's at. I'm going to still make it a pot bet. Take it down. Get a few dollars back. Just an easy fold. Yeah, the small all-ins will cause that problem. Now, last time with Annie Juicy, she went all in, but it wouldn't have mattered if she did or not. The cheap seats was going to leave now with his. He's a hit and run specialist. He usually leaves, but Annie didn't change it. Kings wouldn't go anywhere anyhow. Three diamonds. Juicy's going to get all in again. Just bet $2. Get it over with. She has nothing. He has a nut flush on the flop. Whew. Awful, awful player. Juicy J. Just remember her. Annie Juicy. Seat open. $5 in the pot. 5 players in the pot. Who's going to bet $4? There's the $5 better. That's an overpair. Doesn't want to call her. Maybe even a 7. Nice bet. All right, we got 5s getting the straight. We have 3s going down in flames. Did that with a gutter ball. Quickly bets the pot. You got to see 1 is out, 2 is out, 3 is out. So we're now playing, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-handed here. I can't pay 35 cents with that hand. Here comes Jerry Decrypnian. Gets on the other side of me. Well, no 3 for me. No 3 for me. So he bets 54 cents. I don't have much of anything here. I'm not worried about going for a flush here. Again, we got a good position, got bad cards. It's not a hand that we really want to play. I want to shed a shout out to somebody new in the room today. It's number 1 Rhino. I'm not sure who that is, but welcome. I hope you'll follow us here, and also up at YouTube on it's Al Spath, 2 words. Those of you that do both of those this month will be eligible for a free shadowing session from me come the end of November. Just let me know. All right, queen 7 again, not a good hand. I'm going to be here till top of the hour. Again, when you're not in the hand, watch and see what happens here. Do you really think the ace is going to bet that? He might have checked with an ace rag, like an ace 3, and then bet. And now he definitely has the ace. He has the king. So easy. So easy. How can people be lulled into it? The guy was in the small blind. He checked his weak ace. But he didn't really have a weak ace. He had a pretty good ace. He had ace jack. But I told you, nobody's going to bet the ace there. So, you know, why would you think you're safe with a king? Decryptney was not in here on the live session, so he didn't hear me call that one out. So maybe he'll watch the video later on. Jerry, you just missed. Well, maybe you just came in. Maybe you'll hear it out on the delay. Let me know if you hear it on the delay. The hand with the ace. Told Jerry in the chat there that I just talked about him. He says he knew he had a king. I knew that's why you put all your money in the pot. You knew that he couldn't resist it, and you knew he thought you were just trying to steal it. P. Lindy was in here. He knew I knew you had the ace. Wow. Wow. I'm closing the betting. It cost me 75 cents, but the cards are not good enough to call. You see who's left at the table. You got the 4 biggest stacks and Tutu, who just reloaded after dumping his money off to Jerry. You know, one guy over there, a tune tender, that he likes to limp with the ace king suited and not even bet when he hits the ace or the king on the flop. So he is a trapper. Yeah, those aren't too hard to detect, Jerry. He said I was spot on. Yeah, I knew he was, except I wasn't really spot on. I really thought because you're in a small blind, you had a the weaker ace, maybe an ace 3 or something like that. I knew you had an ace, but I didn't think you had the jack. I didn't give you that credit for that. So not totally spot on, but yeah, the rest of it was spot on. That I would agree with. Oh, the king changes everything. King 10, runner, runner. Who would have thought that? Golden winner. So this table, which was a calling station table, has now turned into a more aggressive table because we've gone short-handed. So I have to change my play. Now this is what I normally do with this. I can't limp along anymore. Now this is just to see if someone's trying to bust my hump. Ooh. Forget about it. All right, number one, Rhino. I'm glad to see that you're going to be signing up. I appreciate that. I got about 85 videos up there, so don't pay for any training from any coaches right now. If you want to get some free training, it's right there for you. Show me the Jack 7, no 8. Wow. Wow. Guess I couldn't get him out with dynamite. I don't know number one Rhino's first name. I know we got Jerry in here, we got Phil in here, but and I don't know how Rhino found us, but if he tells us, I appreciate that. This table looks like it's just about ready to fall apart. Jerry trying to extract some money like a dentist pulling teeth. Easy fold. Oh, Fishbone came back over here. He was here a little while ago. Our condolences once again go out to Joy Bell. She passed away this week. Her son-in-law, Jerry Garver, out there in California. She lived in Riverside. She was 78 years old when she won money up at the World Series of Poker, the oldest lady alive to win money at the World Series of Poker. And we salute Joy Bell this week. I guess my 3-7 was good. But I don't think I want to play 8-4. This guy, when he's last or if he's on the button, he likes to put in a raise if he's got anything at all. He didn't do anything, so I imagine he's got some really bad random cards. He might even have something like 10-4. I don't know if he'd stick around for 85 cents for the gut shot. Well, that's great. Tony from Michigan. That's good. I like Michigan people in here. Except I don't want to hear anybody talk about how I lost that Michigan State game. So you found me on Twitch. That's great, Tony. What did you search, if I could ask you? What was your search parameters that you found me on Twitch? I'd just like to see how it came up. Thanks. That should be a no-brainer for anybody with an overpair here to continue betting. Now he shuts it down. Big old bet. tune tender. He's on the button. Does he have a pair of 9s or 10s, or does he really have a 4 on the button? If he had a 4, would it be ace-4 suited? What would it be? Got to think about that. Okay, we're going to go once more around the table here. Again, earlier on, what I was demonstrating was limping with these 10 of cards. And trying to get somebody else to put some money in the pot. I'm going to ask Born to Fly 1234. He says he's a big fan. I've seen most of your YouTube videos now. Here, I got to fold this hand here. How did you find? I was asking Tony, also from Michigan, how he said he found me on Twitch, but how did you find Born to Fly? Did you search poker coach, poker teacher? Did you know of me before? I'm glad you did. Oh, I got over 85 videos up there. I hope it's helping your game. This is an easy fold. Brian, welcome Brian. He saw a video on YouTube, and now I watched 3 or 4 a day. I'll keep you busy, Brian. I'll keep you busy. Tell me where you were at prior to seeing these videos. What's your game like, and how has it changed, or have you yet applied some of the principles to tune up your game? Tony says he was searching for poker coaching, and I came up, so that's good. I'm hoping that you guys will spread the word to some other folks and get them to follow me here on Twitch. It's Al Spath, 1 word, and up on YouTube it's Al Spath, 2 words. If they do both and subscribe, it's free. Then they'll be eligible for a free coaching session at the end of November, and I'm going to do it once a month. So, you just have to be registered at both. Oh boy, Ace of Clubs would make my day bad. All right, Jerry, take care, man. You got your money. Get the hell out of Dodge. Nice. Nice. I appreciate you guys doing that, and pass the word to other players that I'm out here and I'm doing this stuff. I'm trying to help players. I'm going to go ahead and try to steal these blinds, or at least get a matchup. I'm going to follow with a full bet here. 1 against 1. See? That's why you raise, because you can continuation bet, or you can barrel another ring on a turn. You can win money. I do have to be going. I got a wrap on my hand from surgery. I had trigger finger repair this week, and I got to go get it rewrapped at the doctor's office. So next hand's going to be my last hand for this session, but I do appreciate you guys coming in. I'll probably stream again sometime Saturday and Sunday, so be looking out for that. I can't tell you the time at this time. Yeah, it is Born to Fly. I'd have to see your game. I don't know. Playing 1-2 is, if it's 1 cent, 2 cent, you shouldn't be in there. No, you shouldn't. No, you can't do that. If you got to be up at least a nickel dime. So if your bankroll's not up there, it's tough. Keep watching the videos because you really can't do anything at penny 2 cents or 2 cent 4 cent that you can do at least at nickel dime. So continue to do the videos, and then we'll talk more later on. Okay, bud? You can add me on Skype. It's al.spath, and I have a free group session every other Saturday. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Not the 31st of October, but next Saturday, I'll have at 10 a.m. Eastern Time a group Skype session at Full Flush where everybody will be on Skype talking and we'll show our hands. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. So I got to go. The best to all of you. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, everybody.